Damn dummy. These rappers, man. Not even these old rappers, bro. Mystikal. Doing the same dumb shit that he did in the early 2000s. My boy, you just did fucking 6 years back in 2003 for the same shit. You just did. And you know what? Back in the day, I remember I was a shorty, but people that was fans of Mystikal was defending him like, man, Mystikal didn't do that. Man, Mystikal got money. Man, the women love Mystikal. He had them hits like, danger, it's too long, danger. Like he had the other song that, shake your ass, watch yourself. He had them hits. Women, man, people was like, Mystikal didn't do that shit. But then you accused of it twice. What 50 say on Power? Yeah, he did that shit. He guilty as fuck. Man, y'all, man, let me show you. I'm just gonna play this clip for y'all, man. Shit was on the news.
Decades. Tonight, Mystikal, whose real name is Michael Tyler, is being held without bond at the Ascension Parish Jail. WBRZ first to break the high-profile rapper's arrest on our news app this morning, and the investigative unit first to publish the disturbing details on what landed him in jail. Here's our chief investigator, Chris Nakamoto. Michael, Sylvia, a woman claims she was raped, robbed, and held against her will by a man whose fame did not provide him any favors. Tonight, Mystikal sits in the Ascension jail accused of charges that could put him away for life if he's convicted.
Your fast. Watch yourself. Shake your fast. Show me what you work with. Shake your fast.
51-year-old Michael Tyler isn't known to many by his real name. The music you just heard got him famous. His stage name, Mystikal. Tonight, a woman alleges he raped her at his home on Saturday in Prairieville, robbed her, and held her against her will.
Two individuals, they met up at his home to discuss some finances. And at some point, that conversation went very, very far left. She said that he seemed fine when they were initially talking. At some point, he stepped away, maybe to the restroom. He came back a completely different person. And that was when he began to come on to her.
This warrant for Mystikal's arrest details exactly what he's accused of. The woman had cuts, bruises on her arms, leg, face, mouth, and neck and hair yanked from her scalp. The warrant alleges Mystikal punched her, pulled her braids from her head, took her phone and keys to prevent her from leaving, choked her to the point she could not breathe, and forcibly raped her. The victim alleges Mystikal verbally berated her, spit in her face, and threw rubbing alcohol on her, claiming that she had bad spirits on her, that it would help cleanse. No one came to the door at his home on Retreat Lane in Prairieville, but neighbors on this quiet street told me he was always cordial and waved, but he also kept to himself and was a recluse. In 2014, we caught up with him on a ride-along with deputies as they checked on convicted sex offenders, which he is.
How you doing?
Oh, Lord.
At the time, he told us he knew how important these checks are, especially when sex offenders are in your neck of the woods.
I have the same fears that most parents have. You know, I don't have no offense against no, young kids and nothing like that. Don't make my offense no better. But still, protect your kids, man. Protect your kids. That's, our kids are the most important thing that we have.
He also said being a sex offender had not stopped him from living.
Don't do the pity party thing, I have to participate in sex offender groups and stuff like that twice a month. It don't stop your life, man.
Despite his fame, the sheriff's office says he's not being treated any differently tonight.
He didn't show the victim any sympathy, and he doesn't get any sympathy or special treatment. So he will be in general population or will be incarcerated just like anyone else.
Mystikal has been charged twice before for rape, once in 2002, another in 2017. The first one resulted in a 6-year prison conviction and forced him to register as a sex offender. 3 weeks ago, deputies were also called to Mystikal Street after a man says a woman came to his door alleging she was beaten by the rapper. He has a bond hearing tomorrow afternoon.
Man, let me tell y'all something. Once in 2003, a second time in 2017, then a third time in 2022. Come on, bro, you did that shit. Then you had the nerve to say, I know I'm a registered sex offender, but I don't do nothing with little kids. Nigga, what you did don't make shit no better. Come on, man. Hey, but from what I'm hearing, what the victim said, it seemed like either Mystikal doing that blow, tooting, or he doing some pills, some perks, he doing some type of drugs, bro. He ain't mentally there. I always knew something was wrong with him. The way he rap. he decent, man. Yeah, he can rap. He can rap his ass off, but I always knew something. I always knew that dude was crazy, man. But the fact that he has to register as a sex offender wherever he goes is crazy, bro. And the fact that not only was you convicted once, you was convicted twice, and now you accused, you about to be convicted a third time, which you could be facing life in jail, bro. Was it worth it? Mystikal, was it worth it? I don't think it was, my boy. But come on, man. Man, hey, she talk about old girl owed him some money. So what you go, like, come on, bro. But, man, I can't even defend him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know women lie. Some women be lying on men. You know, some women do be lying, saying the man raped them, like old girl did with Tupac. Like old girl, a lot of people be saying that old girl lied on Tyson. You know? But, bro, a third time, you did that shit, my boy. I don't know what to tell you. That's sad, though. But, man, let me know what y'all think in the comments about Mystikal, man. He could be facing life in prison. His music career ain't went nowhere. Shit, he better take out a PPP loan or something. Shit, his music career is not busting. Last label that tried to sign him was Cash Money, and they never released the album because it was gonna flop. You know, it ain't 1998 no more. It ain't 2002. Shit, some old rappers you can't put money behind. You know, but hey. Last time I heard of Mystikal, he did a Vlad TV interview. That's the last I heard from him. But that's crazy, man. Like, comment, subscribe, push notifications, man. Let me know in the comments how y'all feel about this Mystikal situation, man. I'm out.